everything starts with horror, I think, in my mind at least. When I go back and I really try to think about why did I start writing, why did I start sculpting, why did I want to create anything at all, it always goes back to horror. I had this fascination with anything grim, dark, gothic from a pretty early age. I've been writing for about 15 years at least at this point, and I've been published in a number of different publications, ranging from online magazines like Space Squid, all the way up to print publications like On Spec and Arcane, which is an anthology, and most recently something called Madhouse, which is a shared world anthology. And then sculpting is just another way to create horror. Pretty much anything that helps that to that end goal, creating something scary, something weird, whether it's writing or sculpting or drawing something. I like to just take any possible means of creating something strange and horrific. Moonhill existed long before I realized it did. It was sort of the hidden character in a number of short stories that I was writing, and I didn't realize it until maybe halfway through what would eventually become Welcome to Moonhill, the first short story collection. I had written half of those stories before I realized they all took place in this one place.
When I read them, I just digested them. I couldn't, stop thinking about this location that he created. And I thought, this would be a really cool vehicle to take Precipice to the next level. When I approached Tony about doing a collection of his work, it was initially about doing a limited edition print run of his Welcome to Moonhill collection, many of which the stories were never in print before. The collection itself is only available digitally. And I wanted to do something that would kind of speak to his fan base, speak to his readers, kind of grow his readership and help him out as an author. The result was about a year's worth of rewrites on the content of Welcome to Moonhill, expanding the stories, adding new content.
There are a number of stories that were not in the original collection at all, that have been previously published and now out of print publications. And on top of that, there are a few new stories that were written specifically for this collection. Most exciting of the bunch, for me anyway, was the wraparound story, which opens and closes the collection.
There's Struck by Golden Lightning. There is Just Once More Little Sister. There's The Plumber. There's From Your Body They Rise, about these hallucinogenic flowers. That's probably the most Lovecraftian story in the collection, and definitely one of my favorites.
Another story that I'm actually really excited to have in this collection, which is not available in print anywhere, it's only ever published as an audiobook, is Reality Engineers, which I feel solidifies most of the Moonhill mythology that is hinted at throughout the entire collection.
And it's one of the more bizarre things I've ever read in my entire life. And that's not a bad thing. It's actually a really great thing.
So there is this underlying sense that something bigger is going on in Moonhill. There's some cause for the supernatural elements. And in Reality Engineers, we finally start to put some of those pieces to the puzzle together. This is going to also build on the mythology of Moonhill to a certain extent, and sort of put some of those puzzle pieces together as well for the readers as they work their way through the collection and make their way towards the novella.
I think that anyone who backs this campaign is going to be really pleased with some of the rewards we have planned. We're putting together a really special book for fans of horror, fans of Halloween, fans of Tony's work, just fans of, reading in general, fans of literature. These stories have been and are a labor of love for not just Tony but myself. We've worked very, very hard on making this a unique experience and just building the Moonhill mythology, building the geography of the place, not just in fiction, but also in physical aspects with Tony's sculptures. And I would think that anyone who is willing to put down their money on this is going to be very, very pleased, very surprised by the care and quality of what we're offering.
The exciting thing about this particular campaign is that we're gathering up a number of different people from a number of different fan bases, everything from horror fans to art fans, people who like what I write, like what I sculpt, or just people who love Halloween. I mean, this is a place for all of us to kind of congregate and bask in the glow of horror and Halloween and art. I am extremely excited about the perks that are available here. We are offering 3 different sculptures, all that I've been working on very, very hard, and they all have their own piece of Moonhill in them. These artifacts, as we've been calling them, are going to basically jump off the page and be part of the stories and part of the decoration in your house as you're reading. The idea that you can read these stories and have a piece of Moonhill right there with you, it's just very exciting for us. And beyond those perk levels, there are also going to be a lot of stretch goals that will expand on the universe, which can be anything from videos of me sculpting the pieces that are available in this campaign, to more artwork from great artists that we have been talking with, to the possibility of even more sculptures and more art. And just, we want to just keep pushing this basically as far as we can. If we can expand on the universe, if we could expand on Moonhill, if we can provide something that will get you excited about Moonhill, we're aiming to do that.